is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 145, NASDAQ up 93, S&P's up 20, gold contract trading up $7.10 at $16.10 an ounce. Silver up 18 cents, $18.33 an ounce. Light sweet crude caught a nice bid out here, up $1.43, $53.48 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year down 4 ticks, 131.02, 30-year off 6 at 162.31, and King Dollar up 236 ticks, trading 99.676. Euro is at 107. The yen is at 111.5. Monster move on the yen, getting weaker, and the pound is at 129 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got another day. You got another all-time high. We take a look at the SPY out here. What you're going to see, SPY, 26 million shares traded. You're over the last high out here. Last high was 338.12. You're at 338.65. NDX 100, still the leader out here in a huge way, as is the NASDAQ Composite. Bottom line, that's the Qs are up $2.40. You get 14 million shares traded. We're taking out 22 million. And inside the NDX 100, the bottom line is that you have Tesla as well as the chips running this market. NVIDIA, monster move on NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up 5.5%, $15, trading at $312. You get Tesla up 5%, up $42, trading $901. Now, Tesla had been as high as $944. Highly volatile stock, no doubt about that. Advanced Micro, analog devices rather, up 4.5%, $5.58 at 124, and INCY is up 4% or 318. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness. So what we have had is this: is that you had the S&P go to new all-time highs, the NDX 100 as well as the composite. When we go take a look at the Dow Industrials, bottom line, you're up 142 bucks right now. The Dow, last all-time high in the Dow was 29,568. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here today is that you have Apple putting 30 positive points, Goldman 26, United Health 24. Taken away from it, Walmart's the only big one down. Walmart minus 11 points, Travelers minus 9, IBM 4. Gold contract is in an ABC structure on the way up, folks. Bottom line was in a complex ABC structure. And what a complex one means is that you had taken the B point out, you had taken it out with volume, you had given it up on price. The B point on this, it was the highs of the 6th of January, which is 1595.70. We had blown that away on the 8th of January. That's when gold went to 1619 and gave it up in spades and price, but you had the volume behind the move. Bottom line yesterday, monster expansion once again. 414,000 contracts, 1705 is your price projection. Silver, bottom line, went with gold yesterday. followed through today. First time in a long time that we've had both metal markets basically moving at the same time. We got 86,000 contracts out here. Yesterday, I believe we did like 120,000. Yeah, 130. We did 130 yesterday. So coming at us now inside the silver market is going to be 1889. And we'll see whether that number can get blown away. Now, notes and bonds, they're going to be writing books about this years from now, folks, because, you know, if you're a fundamentalist, it's really tough to get your head wrapped around it. As a technical trader, what ends up happening to me, it's all about buying and selling and supply and demand. And what we have out here, there's more buyers than there's sellers. I mean, it's pretty amazing that you're not only at all-time highs, but everything is moving higher, as is the note and bond market. You know, yesterday we went topside with 1.8 million contracts. You go sideways today at 1.4. No sellers. That's the real bottom line out here. And what that also is saying is that is saying that this baby here, in fact, I'll put this on a generic. Let me see. Here we go. Good. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a generic because this is going after the all-time high of July of 2016. And bottom line is that we're laying right next to it. I mean, you are talking, in fact, if we go like this, watch this. Let's take this. I bet we might have already busted this trend line. No, we're right at it. Okay, so you're over it, but you're right at it. So we're going after, the 10-year is going after 135.29. We're at 131.02. Now, if we break this trend line with conviction, what that would set up, folks, inside the note market, as well as the 30-year bond, is new all-time highs in price, lows in yield. The correlation on the price point of 135.29 brings you down to 1.31 on the 10-year. If we break the 1.31, you're going to zero. That's how this baby is set up. So it's a monster number. And now just to really put something out there, and this is going to be pretty wild, the real question is this dollar. So the dollar right now is up 218 ticks. You're trading 99,659. It jumped back into its higher range. And if we go over to the euro, what you're going to see is that it looks to me that the dollar is going to go higher and a lot higher right now because the euro, the way the euro is set up right now, this euro looks to me like it wants to get down to 103, which is pretty wild, man. You know, but bottom line is that, you know, what we did out here this month, we broke the last low of 108.85. You're at 108.02, and that's like saying, okay, man, 103.52 is coming at you. And 103.52, of course, will bring that dollar up somewhere around the 103, 104 number. The real question is that, so thus far, it hasn't done anything to the metal market. It is what it is. Some of the higher volume equities out here today that are moving around, you got Groupon, they're going out of business. Bottom line, biggest volume stock out here today, down 126, trading 178. When I say going out of business, that's my speculation. I'm not saying they are, but guess what? You just broken down everything that's on that chart. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 140, Nasdaq's up 93, S&Ps are up 20. Let's go to, let's see, we get Mike from Burlington, Mass. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good. Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely, man. So what are we going to look at?
I wanted to buy MJ. I want to know if you think it still has some downside to it.
Let's take a look. So MJ, folks, is it's an ETF, Alternative Harvest MTF, which is the holdings. These are all the marijuana companies. You get GW Pharmaceutical, Canopy. GW is 8.4%, Canopy is 8.3%, Cronus 8.2%, Tilroy 7.7%. Aurora 5.5. So you got a good mix in here. So let's take a look at this. So you get the low of this is right now 15.67 for the last 52 weeks. The high is 39.25. All these equities have taken quite a hit. No two ways about that. When we take a look at this, what I would do is this. I don't think they're ready just yet. I think we're going to see one more little test. Which is going to make a difference. And I'll show you, Mike, on a few of the equities, all right? So what you had is this. If we take a look at this, we go back to March of 2019, it was at 39 bucks. It, gets down into 15.95, has a high volume low there. Test it last week, which is positive, okay? And that's what most of them did do. So I'm going to go to Canopy first, okay? Because to me, Canopy is kind of the premier one out here. And Canopy came off its low really nice, okay? We came off that low November 9th, it looks like, 19th. You come off at $13, you get up to 25, you pull back all the way to 18. Now, when you set this up, let me pull this up here. What you're going to see is that what we didn't do yet, we didn't take out a major high, right? So, when we go back to 2019, Canopy was at 52 bucks because now we're down to 13. And I'll bring this closer, and it looks to me that what I expect we're going to actually see here is that you're going to get a Canopy wants to get another test of like the 1850 area. That's how it seems to be set up right now. If we look inside, so Canopy, you got Cronus, you got one of the equities that you really got to be careful. Let's do Cronus first. You don't have to be careful with Cronus. Cronus is a good equity also. Cronus, you're at $7. It's like, I think, see the bottoms of these, I think they just look to me like they're going to get tested again, which is 657. The one that you do have to be careful of, though, meaning they already gave a warning, is Aurora Canopy, Cannabis. That's trading 171. This one here, very well, let me put this up. Okay, so what you have here, this is an equity that, basically, March of 2019, it was at $10. It gets down to $1.50. It tests the $1.50 last week. I just wait a little bit longer, Mike, to see how this baby's going to shake out. So what happened with Aurora is they gave a warning, man. That the bottom line is that they're basically running out of cash. I suspect that they'll get some, but what happens with the cannabis stocks, and this is important to understand, is that they just can't run to banks real quick and get money. There's a few banks that will deal with them, but it's not like, you and I having a business and outside of the cannabis business, and you can run to a bank and, you can, you get an up-and-coming company, banks are all over you, Mike, to give you money. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
in that case, I think I just wait out a little bit longer. I think this is what you have happening here, too. I think these equities are going to be worth a fortune. There's no doubt about that. But there's going to be a shakeout, because what you have is that you have a commodity. So commodity pricing in general shouldn't be astronomical, and it still is, and I suspect it will be for a period of time, because what I suspect when all's said and done here, it's going to end up being, what is the brand? And not only what is the brand, what are they making, okay? I think most folks think that, okay, when you think cannabis companies, you think of flower or joint, all of that, right? What has happened here, folks, is that there's so many different products that they are selling that it's pretty incredible. Like if we look at a couple of them, I was looking at a couple of them having the oils versus the flour, how much money they were taking in, because of like the jewel thing, I'd say there's a lot of people that are scared of taking any type of oil, right? And then what ends up happening, the creams. One of the best things that I've actually seen in that business, which it blows my mind that someone hasn't really taken advantage of it just yet, is that the GW, I'm not sure whether they have a cream or not, but the bottom line is that the THC cream is something that I think you'll see in the future that will really accelerate. And they get a lot of money for the cream, but what happens with the cream, folks, is that you don't get high from this cream, but you put it on a pain and this thing works. I mean, it's crazy. So I think that's how that's shaken out right now. And I just wait a little bit longer on the MJ, because I think these are so highly speculative that once they do start running, a lot of people want to get in them. Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of people have lost a lot of money thus far. I'm sure they made it, if they made it when they sold out. But this has been one heck of a run, man, meaning on the way down. So I just take your time, and, if you want to get in like maybe 3 different times, you do whether 100, 1,000, 1,000, that wouldn't be bad. Because I don't think we got a lot more down. But what does concern me is that even with, I'm going to bring up Canopy once again. Now watch this. What's sticking out like a sore thumb, which still is like $13.81. See that high volume low? It hasn't got tested yet, and that's dangerous. It's like, okay, it made a great run. It went from 13 all the way up to 25, but that's the number that I'm basically looking at, like, because these don't stay out here. It might stay out here for a year, but it's like, I'd almost, let it dig into it again before you basically went for MJ.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. 877-927-6648. Yeah, let's go over. We're going to swap gears into the gold market. So you had First Majestic. This thing came down hard, and it's coming down hard. 77 cents, $9.35. Bottom line is that the stock's in trouble. And we're going after a B point. It has volume behind the move. Your A point on this is 11.17. Your B point is 9.36. You're talking about what? About $1.20, which no, 1 second. 11. Yeah, it's $2. Oh, 1 second. Yeah, $1.70. So we're talking $9.50, and that's where it looks like it wants to go. If I pull this back up. Now, the divergence inside the gold market is pretty amazing, because what we also have, and when we come back, I'll go over these, we have a bunch of ABC structures on the way up. This one here, though, this one here looks to me like that can actually go back into $7.78, which is this breakout area. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 141, Nasdaq's up 91, S&Ps are up 20. Let's go over to the dollar again for a second. One of the Tigers just gave me a little update that with the euro starting to move, and it is. So I want to show you something in the dollar because this is so cool, man. This is so crucial where we are right now. So we bring it up. We hit a high out here today of 799.722. Now when we take this, now what ends up happening here too, by the way, folks, okay? So picture, you know, when you start talking technical analysis, it's an art, actually, more than a science, too. I mean, there's you know, there's a bunch of numbers involved, but when you do trend lines like this, the bottom line is that, okay, you know, you're speculating, you know, as we do each and every day in the market in general. So check this out. The top of this trend, to break into a larger trend, a higher range, rather, is 99,560 today, okay? So we're still at 99,632. So if I go over to the euro, and well, here, first I'll take a look at the dollar intraday, because you see that the dollar just has to back down a little, and what that's going to do, flat out, is that's going to make the euro, of course, go higher, or vice versa. If the euro goes higher, the dollar goes lower, okay, because it's 60% of the deal. So when we do take a look at the euro, this euro, you know, we had a low out here of 107.82 today. As it approaches this 108.08, it's going to be intriguing, because you break that 108.08, right, tomorrow morning we could be up to the 108.36, and then you would have a rejection of lower price. We don't have volume, and that would make sense, because if you take a look at this euro chart, folks, okay, this has been a one-way move in an extraordinary way. When we go back to just the 3rd of February, you're at 110, straight down. If we go back to the January 1st, you're at 112.39, straight down. Now, that being said, and why are we going through this? We're going through this because of the divergence inside the dollar and basically the metals market. Now, inside, we're just talking about First Majestic, which is doing an ABC structure on the way down. Now, the other side of that, watch this, the other side of that, this is like strong like bull, is Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold up 37 cents. You're at $20.95 out here. You put this on I'm going to put it on a 3-year first. You get a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. Now that confirmed, your B point on this is 20.07. Your A is 11.65. So you get about $8.30, which is going to get you about 24.35. Now watch this. That being said, that's 24.35. We're 20, right? 20. Now, when you put this on a longer chart, what you're going to see is that if we get the $24, that's going to take out the swing high from 2016. What it's also going to do, then it's taking out the full consolidation, which is saying that this Barrick Gold, bottom line, wants to jump up somewhere into the, let me see, they get the 21, yeah, 10 bucks, 31 bucks. That's how this thing is shaking out. So that, no doubt, is a large number. You have Franco-Nevada, FNV, at all-time highs. That will not back down whatsoever. We're at $116.97. That thing just won't back down. We take a look at Goldfields. What's happening with Goldfields out here? Monster move. This just took out the B point of an ABC structure up today. The B point out here was 683. You had volume out there of 5.3 million. We did 8.5 right now. And this is a large ABC structure up, by the way. 683 is your B. 496 is your A, so you get a couple bucks, which you get to 787. But watch how this shakes out. This is going to be the same setup that we were just talking about with Barrick. This is taking out the full consolidation going all the way back to 2013. So what you have there, you take the top of that, which is 660, the bottom, which is 204, that's going to give you a $10 print. And, you know, the bottom line is that when you start seeing these ABC structures and these large consolidations getting taken out with price, with volume, bottom line, that's telling me that the gold market, the silver market still wants higher price. And the real question is going to be, is the dollar going to continue higher with metals? Well, we'll find out. Bottom line is that it hasn't hurt the gold market yet. That's the real bottom line. It hasn't even come close to it. And that's been for a long period of time, folks. What has happened is that every time that the dollar goes up, as that backs down, as that goes up higher, gold just doesn't back down that much. Then when the dollar backs down, gold accelerates higher. So it's really wild watching this whole thing as it is just shaken out. If we go over to the XAU, and we take a look at the XAU, what you're going to see out here, we're at 155. I mean, we're up $1.55. We're trading 107. Well, 108.35 is going to be the B point of an ABC structure on the way up. Let me just see how this works. That's going to be easy pickings to take that out, too. 31 million shares. Yesterday, we did 39 million. So the B point is 31 million. If we take that out, 108, this is a monster one, 86. So we got, what, 22 bucks on top of 100. So that's 122 price projection. And yeah, and that'll take that full consolidation out from 2013 also. I suspect the gold bugs index is set up the same way. So what we have here, the gold bugs index right now, you're up 358. You're at 239. The B point on this has volume of 25 million, and yesterday you did 30 million. The prior day you did 30 million also. And this one here would, let's see, what do we got? You got, let me put this on a weekly. Oh, these are big ABCs, man. This is pretty cool. 237, whoa, baby. 146, 54, 74, 78. That's a price projection of $276, and we're at 239. Let's see. Yeah, and that's going to take out the full consolidation also. Since 2013. You can see this market, gold always, folks, anyway, gold likes to do more than a one-to-one ABC structure on the way up or on the way down. That's what if I found out anything in the last 20 years trading gold, that's what it likes to do. The expansions and contractions are huge. In this particular case, once these ABCs start, it's pretty wild how it does work out. What we do have here that is different, you know, and markets are always different, is that you got a couple gold equities that are in trouble, that came down hard. You know, if we go over and look at an Eco Eagle is going to take a little bit longer in order to basically repair the damage that was done on the way down. You know, last week we went from a price point of a 60 to 49, and you're right at the cusp of where we broke out. Now, what you're doing out here today is that you're rejecting 48, 44, but what I expect we're going to see is you're going to see an additional test of that number, and you actually make it down to a 40, well, it's 49, no, 46, 46.30. 46.30 is the number to keep your eye on. So it's going to be intriguing watching how that does shake out. And prior to an Eco Eagle giving it up, we had Royal Gold. Royal Gold, the bottom line, that came in some tough times, man. You know. Royal Gold had hit an all-time high of 138. You're at 105, and I suspect this looks to me like a little bit further to go south. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And Dow Industrials right now trading up 120, Nasdaq up 84, S&P's up 18.5. Come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU, or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 120, Nasdaq up 87, S&P's up 19. Let's go to our man Frank in Gloucester. Frank, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing? A little under the weather today, but gold's making me feel a little better.
That's a beautiful thing, man. That will do that for us.
Sure is. So, my old friend here, Sibanye, SBGL,
Pretty
got 4 gaps under today's price, and it's going up what looks like parabolic. What do you think?
Yeah, look at this. This equity is something else, folks. So check this out. The low here is $3.16. The high is $13.18. And if we pull this up, what you're going to see here is that it's been a one-way road for this equity. $4.48 6 months ago. You're at $13.16. You have volume behind the move. Now this has been powerful, man. Now what's amazing about this equity, folks, is that this equity was spun off from Goldfields. What Goldfields had done is this. Goldfields had taken their deeper mines in South Africa, bottom line, spun it off, and the bottom line is that when they spun it off when gold was maybe made $1,000, maybe $1,100, whatever. The bottom line is that these guys not only are making money hand over fist, then they went into South America and bought more mines. It looks to me, Frank, that you're going to take out the all-time high, which I think it's only a few dollars more. Yeah, we're right at it, $13.20.
Yeah.
So when you take a look at this, last time we were up here at $13.20 was in 2016. We are coming into that with monster volume. Last month we did 112 million. Well, the high had 49 million. I'd stay right here, man. I'd just stay right here. I know it's parabolic, and it really almost is, you know, when you take a look at this, even on the monthly. But, you know, if I'm right in the context that this is an ABC structure up in the physical gold market, then that's another $100. And you can see when you look at these numbers, you know, this company is a company that basically, this is coming 2020 and 2021 is going to be their best years for making money. You know, now this is in Rand dollars, I believe. Let me just pull this back to make sure.
Yeah, they still don't have a profit. They just don't have any earnings.
Right. Well, you can see they're claiming that they're going to in 2020. They're claiming that they're going to this year, right? They're saying. Yeah, they're saying the next. Well, they go. What happens in South Africa? This is Zimbabwe actually, but South Africa in general. They only have earnings twice a year, so you can see. Yeah, you get the first half of the year, the second half of the year. So the second half of the year, they're expecting to come in and make 40 cents. But then look what ends up happening next year. Next year, they go from 40 cents to $16. This is a rand. This is Rand dollars. Sorry, this is Rand dollars. Okay, so 40 Rand, 0.40. Let's just keep a 0.40 Rand. Then it goes to 16 now. So it's like, you know, this has been, you know, and I'm glad you had brought this up to me even a couple years ago, man. I should have followed it more closely because there's action there, man. And if you go, the thing that's intriguing, when you were on hold there at the commercial break, Frank, what I did is I went over to GFI just to see whether they still own some, because Goldfields is on fire too. Now this is another ABC up. This is, I mean, in 3 days, this stock went from 607 to 716, this stock wants a $10 print, and I think, and Harmony's moving too, and this all could have to do with, you get the price of gold, then, of course, we get the rand is trading about $14.60, 14.60 rand to $1 US. Yeah, it's $14.90 to $1 US. So I would say
GFI is at the top of its long-term consolidation, and it's pushing a high back to, well, okay, so there's a higher high there in 2016, but the consolidation goes back to 2013.
Isn't that cool?
And it looks like it's going to break through that.
I agree. Listen, we're at a spot, folks, if you've been in the gold market, great, you understand. If you haven't, take a look at it, because this is a spot. You break this consolidation, you talk about building cause. This thing has been building cause since 2013. You break that consolidation, guess what? On a longer-term basis, that's saying $15 is coming at you, and you're at 7.16.
So that gold newsletter is going to look like the phone book next week. Huh?
I hope so. Well, it's so wild, man. But we know it. I talked about this a little bit earlier, Frank. There is divergence out here. I mean, you can't just pick any gold stock, folks. And that's, and I'll show you. Okay, so for the folks that do get the gold report, they know we had an Eco Eagle. We made a fortune with Nico Eagle because the run was so extraordinary. But I want to show you something because after we got out of it, it pulled back. But one of the main reasons I did not get back into it, I kept looking at this high volume low that's laying here. I'm saying to myself, okay, there's something that's not quite right. And that was how they sold it down the week of January 17th. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, why did that get to that $57 level, big volume, and then, of course, I never expected it to get his brains blown out, but bottom line is it did. So those levels are important to keep your eye on because fundamentally I'd say that, big funds, they know more than we do, and they do their research. And in that case there, they basically were not getting enough ore out of the ground as to what the market was expecting. So.
Yeah.
So hey, I heard you guys had summer last week, and then all of a sudden it turned cold again, right?
Yeah, it's been flopping back and forth, but we'll take what we can get.
No, totally, man, totally.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure, Frank. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Thank you. Let's go to John in Philly. Hey, John, what's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm doing very well, Tom. Thanks for going over all those precious metal mining equities. Kind of in that vein, I wanted to ask you, if you pull up the dollar-Japanese yen currency pair, USJY, it has surged over 1.5% today. It's done so in breaking a declining 5-year trend line, which defined the lower highs all this time for the past 5 years. So the yen is sinking versus the dollar rising versus that yen. That, of course, means gold is surging in yen terms even more than in dollar terms. My question is, on the dollar-yen, can that get up to 115 and quickly as you see it?
Yeah, it can. 118 is the top of this range. And it's so wild, John. I don't know if you heard me this morning. We were talking with Teddy Case that, the yen, folks, the correlation between yen and gold is pretty direct. So it's really a mind blower that the yen has got this much weaker and gold still hasn't got hit today. But you can see the trend line that I just put up, and we're right at it, man. If this thing operates like this tomorrow, we're going to be laying at the 118.66. And the real question is going to be then, okay, normally what ends up happening, folks, is that as we have a weak yen, gold should be pulling back dramatically. And I mean dramatically, too. This, John knows this move here today in the yen is huge, man. I mean, it's like you don't see moves like this in the currency market, okay? If you just don't. And, nothing's happened. So, yeah, it's something we got to keep our eye on, John. And we know that, nothing is always the same in markets. But that being said, look at it. As we're speaking, too, man, gold is taking off like a rocket ship. Stay right there, John. We're coming right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best of the best. at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 116, Nasdaq up 83, S&P's up 17. We're talking with John from Philly. We're talking about the yen. So it's so intriguing, John, because, you know, I know you trade gold a lot. You have for years. This is just a reverse correlation, you know, which it is what it is, but it's like so surprising, man. Because for so long, I was so paranoid that the yen would get over 110.5, never mind 111.26, and we don't have a reaction in the metals market, you know?
Tom, I'll just share this with you. Yes, indeed, to everything you just said. I just observe with the rally in COMEX Gold the past 3 days, the rally in a couple of the mining equities like Barrick, Newmont, et cetera, the past 3 days, and then today the sharp fall in the yen, or said a different way, the rise in the dollar yen. Yep. This just tells me money just flipped coming out of Japan, diving into gold and mining equities. And, of course, the Bank of Japan is the massive money printer, as we all know for years.
Right.
So if they're printing money driving into those three things, COMEX Gold, you know, Barrick, those sorts of things,
sure.
And coming out of the dollar or getting out of Japan, this is potentially a very big deal. So thanks so much, Tom.
Thank you, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And as we will continue with John's conversation, folks, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put the gold contract up in yen. When you see this, folks, this is something else. Okay, so priced in yen, JPY. Come on, quickly, Tom. Okay, here we go. So I get this back priced in yen dollars, and what you're going to see, folks, is that the last all-time high was 158,000 yen. Well, guess where we're at today, folks? You are at 179,000 yen, okay? And what we're trying to do in the United States is go after the 2012 to 2011 to 2013 high. This has blown it away. And by the way, this blown it away a good 7 months ago. Pretty amazing. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Bang! Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come join Tommy tomorrow morning, 8:30. Go get him, folks.